It's Madden NFL 23 on EA Sports. And up next, we'll see Jalen Hurts. He's coming off a nice week throwing the ball, 4 touchdown throws. It's the Eagles and the Giants on Sunday night.
We welcome everybody to the Garden State. EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the New York Giants. With Charles Dent. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So here are the Giants ready to start their initial drive of the game. And a look here at their signal caller, the 5th-year quarterback.
And you and I both know that any win is a good win, and that's what they did last week. But there's also plenty for him to work on in his game, wasn't there?
Yeah.
2 touchdowns, an interception. Yeah, you know, he wants to increase that a little bit in terms of ratio. But first and foremost, they did win the game.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Throwing to start the drive. Jeffries. And his first pass is incomplete. And here, Charles, is a look at the inactive, some of the guys that are out today due to injury.
Yeah, and this is where the preseason work comes into play for some of those backups. It's not just them getting some experience on the field, but preparing each week in practice as if they were going to play. And when you have guys like that on your team, you got a chance for success when the injury bug hits.
A tough spot here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 7. Off the play fake. Jeffries. It's going to be intercepted. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched that man tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day. But early in this one, advantage defense.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping it for a loss.
Hurts with a little pop pass on the jet sweep.
And that's something you have to get ready for defensively because in today's NFL, teams will use a wide receivers on jet sweeps, end arounds, they'll move it back in the backfield and make them running backs. Parker, this was much more of a tap pass, but effective nonetheless.
And I think both guys love it. If you're a quarterback, it's an easy completion. If you're a wide receiver, you get the easy reception and also a chance to try to make a play with your feet. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. So the Giants getting the football back here for their 2nd drive. Remember last time out they threw the interception on their first drive. Good news, their defense backed them up, so it's still 0-0 here as they begin their 2nd possession.
Yeah, one great way to judge a defense. How do they handle what we call sudden change? When all of a sudden, you know, it goes against their offense and have to run out in the field and try and put out the fire. Give this one great kudos for getting out there and not letting that interception lead to points. Excellent job by them defensively.
To throw on 2nd down, Jeffries. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. Looking to throw. Jeffries. Oh, he's got man wide open. Complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's a give to Barkley. And Down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
They're coming up with back-to-back wins, and I think a lot of credit belongs to this guy right here because, to me, he's not only carried his weight, he's carried a few other guys along as well. This will draw defensive attention away from not just him, but open things up for his teammates, too. So if this winning streak is going to continue to have some legs to it, he has to remain effective and put together another nice game.
Now, that was an excellent run, and when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
Give him a couple on the carry there. Second and 8. The Giants at 3-2, a game over 500 here to start the season. They come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory. They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big third down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
Third down, knocked away and incomplete. So now on comes the field goal unit, and wow, this is no ordinary try here. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I tell you what, he got it from 58. And the cuts are looking behind it. And the Giants are off now with 3-0 lead. Both teams kind of feeling each other out here after 3 drives without a score with that field goal.
They're still looking for a breakout drive to come to them, all right? They're using the playbook well. They're looking for that extra section that says touchdowns instead of field goals. But they'll take the 3 for now and try and get set up for more later.
So back onto the field here come the Eagles for their second drive. And they're trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup no matter where it falls because these are the top 2 teams right now in that division.
And if you can build a bit of a cushion as you head towards the second part of the season, that allows you to survive the expected injuries, potential upset losses, all of those things, and still be in good shape.
Hurts right here, take it in as he's able to find Goddard. Will be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rally to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, you know, like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, they go down.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. This is taken at the 18. 13 yards the tally on the return there. And they will take over 1st and 10. And the Giants ready to come out now. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They begin with a run by Barkley. And hold on here because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. Looking to throw on second down. Jeffries. And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on second down. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And he's got the 1st down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
Here we go. Alert! Alert!
Again, it's Barkley. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 46 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Well, they're making an effort to get it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Operating from the gun, Jeffries. And he has another 1st down as he'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 24-yard line. 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. Throwing on 1st down, Jeffries. And he can't quite bring it in. Might have heard footsteps there across the middle. 2nd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Now Saquon Barkley. And we'll get a couple here down to the 22. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
There's a little bit of lightning talking with the defensive coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
Wide open receiver complete. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the 1st quarter of play. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Saquon Barkley running right. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. Barkley again. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his 4th rushing touchdown of the year as his guys are able to extend their lead. That's with the extra point. The lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. With a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. They're still in search of an initial 1st down as they come up here 1st and 10. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. They find some open field here. And he'll be out right at the 35. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. We often give credit to the O-line there. 2 tight end formation. Those tight ends block pretty well also.
Yeah, that's one of the most dynamic positions in football. The tight ends who can block at the line of scrimmage at the point of attack, and they can also get downfield and catch the football.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's an Eagles 1st down on a gain of 11.
I think we saw how he get him. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the 1st down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield, incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 34-yard line.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Hurts sets up to throw it. Flushed out right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and that'll be 2nd down. They give up the middle to Akers. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that I'm not clear. Give me the 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defense side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little bit of rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield.
He delivers another to Goddard, complete. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
It's time to give real credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route. And he ran a little shallower than normal as he went straight across the field. He's hoping he gets back to the defensive line. But once he made the catch, no way to turn the field and gain any yardage.
Second down throw for the end zone, and it's incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield and man coverage and make a third down in the end zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays, just like that one we saw there.
Hurts. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The ball is just going to be short here, barely, maybe by a half a foot. It'll be 4th and inches. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. From the left hash, a chip shot here. And his kick here is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So that kick gives them their first points of the game, CD. And it comes on the 3rd drive, but hopefully for them that's a spark that gets that offense going.
Yeah, and I would say if you're the offensive play caller, as you look at your sheet, you're trying to find that hard on there that amounts to bigger points. They're struggling with a few drives so far. Finally got 3 out of it. How do you find the end zone? That's what he's searching for now.
The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. And it may just be the 2nd quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books. But it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
And he's made the most of it to this point. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. He'll lose it over there in the second.
On the outside, shed the wide receiver, and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
To throw on 2nd down, Jeffries. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the headlines. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down, Jeffries. And he comes back with one complete. And he will have the Giants' first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Come on.
On the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10. A handoff to Barkley. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 60 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. 2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he'll get up near the 45, a split at the 44. A pair of first downs gives him a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They'll go to Barkley again. He stiff arms him.
any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking. And that's from the offensive line and creating space for their runners. I know Coach told me before that he always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Okay,
they
ready?
still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. As this complete to Daniel Bellinger. And they'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Intercepted. And the Eagles are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
And that's now the 2nd time he's picked off a pass here in the first half alone. Again, another great read defensively, and you just see him get in the right position to make the play and give his guys the football back.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Looking for a slot man, and he's got it. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and it'll be 2nd down.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up that way and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance of turning it upfield.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime.
That was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
Set up the screen here to Akers. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Nice job of following him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
As soon as he looked down, began his route. Someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Here's Hurts to throw. And it's incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Giants now going to take over late in this first half. And with a 7-point lead, they'll likely look to take this to the locker room and not really press the issue. They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Partridge is running out the clock. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Here we go.
Big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already. Back to throw. Jeffries. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Lucky it wasn't a fumble, was it? Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Blake Gillikin on to punt now on 4th down. one hits at the 7, but bounds into the end zone, and that'll be a touchback.
Ready, ready.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the ball back to the Giants. So thinking with this amount of time in the clock, they just sit on it. And we'll see these two teams go to the offense.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
So we've reached halftime here at MetLife Stadium with the Giants out in front. Message received here. No need to wait. We're going to skip halftime and get right back to the action. Here comes the third quarter. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as he'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. They haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now, they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
They'll run on first down with Lakers. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
I think a major focus of the halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operated.
Well, when you pointed out to me at half, seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on standing with double teams at the first level, make sure they're blocked secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Got him in. It's Brown. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 37. 12 yards on third down as the drive rolls on. Off the option, here's Akers. Down at the 35. It'll be second down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And this defense not ready for that one as he'll take this down inside the 25. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
But they're getting ready to go to work now. Prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot. And picked up nice yardage, didn't it?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. Going right back to Akers. And able to work his way down to the 16. 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. A good run got 7 on first. Here's second and 3.
Hey, I'm not right.
Hurts going to take this himself. He will push his way down to about the 14. They'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a third down. Throwing is Hurts. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. And the Eagles are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence. And that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
They'll run here with Akers. A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be second and goal now.
Ready, set. Roll.
Akers again. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. Cam Akers, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Point after, right down the middle. And we are even at 10 apiece. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it was Cam Akers who capped it off with a touchdown. So all square here in this third quarter as the kick's away. Take it in at the 3. And he brings us to the 24. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago.
And that shouldn't change the mindset a whole lot from an offensive perspective because they already knew this was going to be a hard-fought game. Now they just need to go execute their game plan and keep moving.
It's a big-time play there for the G-Men. 41 yards. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown. And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot has been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the 10 yards. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. 8 yards to go on 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Jeffries. He's caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Giants have taken the lead. Looks good on the extra point. That makes it a 17-10 score. So the drive there took 6 plays. Now it's polished off by a Giants touchdown. That is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, Parker. They were bouncing their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense? As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. We're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground. Dexter Lawrence able to drop him for a loss of 4 from his defensive tackle spot. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here. 3rd and 1. Out of the gun, they look to throw. And they got to him again. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on the punt for the 4th time tonight. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Now out come the Giants. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And we brought down, and it's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. Welcome back now here in East Rutherford. It's the Giants with the football, also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. On the run, it's Barkley. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for second down. Off play action. Jeffries. And quick throw here, that's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 33. A clear running situation, trying to take time off the clock. You ran the previous play, and set that play action up nicely.
Well, did they ever? Because they'd shown the ability to run the football. So now you lose your keys as a defense. You dive for the running play, and they hit them over the top.
From there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. When those extra defenders on the field, dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
The kick by Watts is good. They dial him up here. That makes it a score of 20-10. So the second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be a good one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. Here in the fourth quarter, just their backs clearly against the wall.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ballgame because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter again.
And frankly, the punter doesn't want to run out there anymore himself. He'd love to see his offense put together a drive and give his leg a rest.
On first down, Hurts. Looking left side, he's got him in. That's Brown. Short completion, just 4 yards. And that'll bring up second down. They'll set up the throw. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time. He's going to lead to third down. The Eagles on third down. They've converted 3 times and 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll look to throw again. And he comes back with one complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
This is a nice job of just taking what the defense is going to give you on third down. You're not looking for a big play down the field. You just want to find something that can get you past the marker. They found it, and were able to keep the drive moving.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And the giant rush gets Hoss. Down he goes. That's how multiple defenders getting pressure. And it's a loss of 6.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback has not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Another try after the first down sack. Hurts. Goes straight. It's complete. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass down the field.
So the edge rushers, they're coming. They could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to sneak that one out. And a third down throw, but it misses the target. Incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground and incomplete.
They'll try and throw for it with Hurts. To the sideline, and that is a nice catch as he's able to tiptoe his way out of bounds. The Eagles unable to convert there on 4th. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in his 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away. First downs, they can't touch the ball.
Left side has got it complete. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43.
I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a pull-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And he's going to take this close to the first down marker as he stopped at the Eagles' 35. Take us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. The middle of Barkley. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. On 2nd down, here's Barkley. The Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter play. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Barkley inside handoff. And he will have the first down at about the 21-yard line. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd down. Now Saquon Barkley, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this. Defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping them running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet to the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
So the field goal unit is on the field as this is a big spot right here. The kick by Lutz is good. Still not even further. So they settle for just the trailing kick right now. Anything counts trying to stop this from rolling the field.
Without a doubt, this is a touchdown to finish this thing off. But it's still 8-10. Got points. So that's not mission accomplished. It's darn close.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that's one he's going to run back. A poor kick and heads straight out of bounds.
Free kick out of bounds.
Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
the gun. It's Hurts. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete.
And they've certainly had trouble blocking this defense through 3.5 quarters. So I'm expected to get any easier now. You know they're going to be sitting back and waiting on everything, and they force an incompletion there.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Hurts. This is Smith on the ground. Hurts trying to hurry up. Back to throw now on 1st down. Incomplete. 8 seconds now.
Practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. And the Giants come up with a late turnover. But it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over.
Really out for blood this time, look. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Go on, tell a friend and tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Heard they was sleeping again, say it no more. This is a rude awakening, kicking the door. Back and I'm better than ever before. Don't get it mistaken, I'm ready for war. I see the option, I'm up in the score. I get your and jump in the course. Follow the core and then back to the morgue. Take the sheet off and I some more. When I am done at the scene, I won't leave anything. You won't even know who is involved. Don't let me do it cause I overdo it and do it till I cannot do it no more. All of the data, I'm proving them wrong. Back with the classic, I know it's been long. Heard it was missing me while I was gone. I smell the victory back up on top and it's where I belong. Like it ain't to me, we making history. Fall through the misery, weather the storm. Can't let them get to me, no weapon form shall prosper. Be all over my roster, I got options. I keep it right on the dresser, next to the Oscar. Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Woo! Applying pressure, somebody stop us. Running my closet, go need a doctor, go need a doctor, go need a what? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Go on, tell a friend and tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Go on, tell a friend and tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. So now they on my body. Made it to the top. Ain't no way that they can stop me now. They gon' say I joined the Illuminati. I got demons all around me. Tell me what they know about me, huh? I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Go on, tell a friend and tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. I just came back for the win. Lot of new money in my hand. Go on, tell a friend and tell a friend. They say success is the best revenge. Yeah. Turn me up. Yeah. Hey, check it. Okay, I feel unstoppable. Losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line. Do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. You ain't made it till you got stylers. Go out and shop for you. You ain't made it till they put on top of you. Parading through the city, the whole block come out for you. We just getting started. Y'all finna see what we bout to do. Boy, stop. You ain't here? I'm the real truth. Hunters, real blue, strips on them still new. Shopping at Dover Street, I'm dripping like mildew. They say you don't visit the hood, dog, I still do. A real one, only difference, my bill's bigger. I'm still with ya, I just got rich a little quicker. The same man, God handed me his game plan. I ain't perfect, far from it, what can I say, man? I feel unstoppable, losing losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. It felt like yesterday, I was just driving my grandma's Chevrolet. From South Carolina to Maryland, I take the jet today. I'm still on the come up, I'm still building my resume. I still got a lot to prove, but still I'm heavyweight. I still gotta watch my moves. They tried to defamate my character, but I won't let them. It's always checkmate. I'm still screaming, the world hope she. Mother Nature's my first shorty. Watch how I go ballistic, and I'm so terrific. Accounts is copacetic. I don't need no permission, but I'm so indebted to this game that I love, and most of all to the man above. Now check me out. Now it's just that Fridays was serving the greens. Before I was popping, I was nursing my dreams. Now I ain't never been a gangster, but I know a few things. I just rather get the bag and start collecting the rings. I done spoke too much, close curtain and scene. I am not a human being, I'm a full machine. I ain't holier than thou, I don't judge, I sing. Just staying down for the come up till I reign supreme. Let's get it. Yeah, hey boy, we got another one. Ha. Man, y'all boys ain't ready for this, man. I'm still grinding, I'm still hungry, hungrier than ever. I feel unstoppable, losing's impossible. Go against the team, the thing they know not to do. Bright lights, game on the line, do what I gotta do. Time after time, we do the impossible. Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. I done gained the world, I ain't never sell my soul. This is God-given, so I thank him as I go. Hate to sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, show you gon' see. Yeah, got power from my head and my feet. Yeah. Colossal, what I say is gospel. I cook this with love, they gon' eat it up and swallow me. I'm from the ghetto, babe. Seen bodies in the streets before I could tweet. I came from nothing, I turned a mustard seed into a million. In the discussion, had a TED talk with the higher me, show me how to run it up. I need all my cheese. Every day that I wake up, I'm pinching myself, can't believe that I'm really me. Popping shows in New Zealand, boy, you is not eating, man. We do not play in the same league. I gave my mama some racks and she asked me if I'm selling. I said, mama, please. If I was, do you think I'd let you know? Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. This is God-given, so I thank her as I go. This gon' sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Yeah, got power from my head to my feet. Yeah, run up on me, maybe so you gon' see. I did not chase, I just attract. What you put in, you get back. I'm screaming Campbell, then still hit the dancing and wherever I'm at. Feel like a champion, mamba mentality. I am the masterpiece, life is the crap. Deep love me and I can't resist it, but I'm only guilty of slipping too fast. Life is by legacy, what lies ahead of me, helping to get peace with this past. Little bitty regular that I pack, 007 before you react. Don't think twice, my only advice for my granddad before he passed. Look to the stars, look at the sky at night. Tell me that heaven ain't black on everything I love. Try not to brag till you bring it up. Tunnel vision, block opinions, and I could give but think of us. Duck jab hooks in it through the roof with an uppercut. Tell the truth, shut the devil up. In the booth, I'm untouchable. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah, got power from my head and my feet.
Chain a game when the QB chain birthed most of the chains in the game. No post office, we stamping time. Took a slice out of the big apple, made apple pies, family size. Leather bombers and Nike Sacai's, dangerous corners. You better pray that tomorrow arrives. Rap sugar out of shape to even box with me. Heavyweight, I know my way around the ring. Just like Shorty know her way around the storm. Making hits with Hit Boy, all he gotta do is hit record. Record-breaking news, had to show up just to fill a void. Confused, spoiled little boys, y'all better keep your poise. Leave me out of the weasel. Be cool when you see me, I'm hot at all that rap deep. The hood know you, so we don't borrow, believe in it. Locked in on the instrumental, I took back the key to this. Run me the keys, run me the bees, run me that flow back. Your top 3, I'm not number 1, how could you post that? I would have crowned the city is mine, you cannot hold that. I'm not the one to go at. Meet Joe Black.